So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. He hands it off from the gun. They tackle him about the 14.
Well, we've seen this all year, and leaning on the running back, getting things started on the ground. This is why he's got over 1,000 yards, and today is going to be no different. They've got to establish the run in order to get to the play-action pass later.
He's got space. Here he goes. He's in the clear at the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. That's an impressive drive. This time they find rhythm, they execute, and they take the lead in this playoff game. That's big.
Well, it's certainly big, Chris. There's no doubt. And you got the sense in those first couple of possessions, these teams were maybe just feeling each other out, throwing a couple of jabs out there. But now you finally get the full game plan. And I got to tell you, I was very impressed with what they were able to do on the line of scrimmage and establishing the rhythm with their quarterback. If they continue to do that, this team's going to be in great shape.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So 2nd and 6 now. We pick up 4 on first. And here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45. They continue to feed their reliable wide receiver. Joe, he told us he came to this program to play for a championship, and he's got his opportunity here.
This has just been such a tremendous fit. You come in here, obviously this program wanted to target the wide receiver position and bring someone in to solidify the outs.
Breaks into the clear. Goes out of bounds, but they're inside the 15 now.
Well, when you can run the football like this, everything is at your disposal. You can go play action. You can throw it down the field. This offensive line is doing a great job. Huge hole in the back. He's being explosive.
And the Sooners pick up enough for a first down here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Oh, they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1. It's a strong start for the Sooners quarterback, and this is a program that's had so many elite quarterbacks in recent years. Can this guy, Joel, be the guy to get them all the way to the championship, though?
Chris, for a few years, it was like a rite of passage that the starting quarterback at Oklahoma would see you on the stage winning a Heisman Trophy. And yet none of those guys were able to win a championship and really have the postseason success to go along with that hardware. We'll see if they're able to pull that off this year.
Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. No, he doesn't get in. They rise up and stop him short of the end zone.
Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and goal, and on 3rd down in a goal-to-go situation, I always think about players and not plays. Who are your best guys? What are your best matchups? And how do you get those guys the football in this situation?
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He doesn't get the first down, but there's a marker on the field. We'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Sooners line up with a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Oklahoma, as they fight back here in this playoff game. Very satisfying drive, and perhaps a relief to finally get into the end zone to match the score from the other side in this playoff game.
Chris, it can certainly present some nervy moments when you go down in a big game and be able to answer and match this score. This is a huge moment for this offense and this team, and now they can play with a bit more freedom, in particular on the defensive side, maybe get a little bit more aggressive. I think trying to create a turnover or a short field for their offense on the ensuing possession is going to be a big moment.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Well, we knew they would start out with the run game. This running back has had over 1,500 yards. It's why he was a candidate for the Doak Walker Award. I love his speed and his vision. He's got to get established early if they want to have offensive success today.
With the catch, it's Jackson. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is what makes this defense so tough. Great zone coverage behind the play, forcing the quarterback to check things down, but then the key, tackle in space.
Scanning the field, it's Sam. Pressure is coming. He's hit as he throws it. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
What a great job by this pass rush. On 3rd down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's 4th down.
Here we go, the coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. And they'll kick it away here. And it's taken at the 25. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big gain. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on 1st down. And here the defense does a great job on 1st down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Using his legs on the scramble. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
This is exactly what makes this quarterback so effective, is you can do everything right down the field. The secondary is preventing this ball from going down the field, and yet he uses the athleticism to get himself into a short yardage. Now, you look at this down and distance, this is a great time to be aggressive, convert, try to do all the things that put pressure on the defense.
He's got a crease. Here he goes. Touchdown, Sooners. He breaks away for the touchdown. That's just power of football. This team out of the SEC believe they have a big edge at the line of scrimmage. That play shows why. Joel, if they can keep this up, looks like they're closing in on a big victory.
Well, they should have a lot of belief in that line of scrimmage, because when you turn on the tape every single week, this offensive line pushing forward, winning that line of scrimmage, and they're doing it again here today.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Pre-snap motion from the offense. The back's got it. Great hurdle here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Goes out of bounds, but a nice play out across the 35. So at the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. And the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Got an opening here. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half. You get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
He's hit just before the throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
Finds his man. It's Harris. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's second down and 8 coming up. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to throw. It's Mateer. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great job by the punter there. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He's got it with room to run. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Back to pass. It's Mateer. He escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. McGann is good enough for a first down near the 38.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
The shotgun running play call. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A play action, looking to throw. On the move now. He'll throw it now. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Looks right for a quick completion. Tackled short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
Well, that's a frustrating situation. 4th down, you feel like you can connect there, and the timing just wasn't there, and it just falls incomplete. Credit the defense. They made life difficult on this offense, and the quarterback was just never in rhythm on that snap.
Quarterback looking to scramble. He goes out of bounds, but they move the ball inside the plus 45. 2nd down play coming up. Offense won't snap it. Bend the timeout before the 2nd down. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Press coverage now from his secondary. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Catch is made down the middle. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking to scramble. He's got some space. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense is still clicking. They could not contain the quarterback, and what a boost in the red zone, Joel. When you have a guy who can do that for a score.
I couldn't agree more, Chris. I always talk about in the red zone, the quarterback thinking touchdown, check down. Well, for him, the check down means his legs. And when he gets on the outside, look at the athleticism, taking it all the way in for a touchdown. What a weapon.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. And the Sooners will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues.
And the ball is picked off. Football comes out. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, Chris, sometimes you just get a fortunate bounce, and right here, that bounce for the offense was tremendous, but also credit the hustle of the other players. They're trying to get blocks, and they're in the area so they can recover that fumble.
Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's
breaks free down the right side. He heads out of bounds, but he's inside the 20 now. The Sooners trying to cash in here in the red zone. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 2nd and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score. That's a big moment here in this playoff game to get points before halftime, knowing the other side is going to get the football begin the 3rd quarter. Joel, exactly what they were looking for.
Chris, that's exactly right. The last thing that they wanted to do is afford a chance for the opposition to double up and get a late score in the 2nd quarter and then get the ball in the 3rd quarter. This is a tremendous drive to be able to stick the ball in the end zone, then go in at halftime and regroup, look at film, and get a real good cohesive plan for this 2nd half. Because here we go. We got 1 half of football left to move on in this playoff.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Ohio State will call their 2nd timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Hit just as he throws the ball. Oh, the pass is picked off. Could take, he could go. Past the 10, touchdown, Sooners. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Great pass defense always has 2 elements, the ability to rush the passer and the ability to cover down the field. Here they're showing both of these. Quarterback is hit as he throws. The coverage is brilliant. He steps in front, grabs it, and takes it all the way back for 6.
So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. From inside the 15-yard line and bringing it out. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Breaking into the clear. Goes out of bounds, but a solid gain that moves the ball outside the 40.
Chris, coming in, we knew that the strength of this offensive line was the right side, and they prove it here. Great blocks, allowing the running back to get to the perimeter, and now you've got to set up those perimeter blocks, which he's able to do for a big gain.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Fires it to the wideout. He's picked for a third time tonight. He's bringing it back. Breaks into the open. At the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
They have completely taken over the game with this defense. They're aggressive. It's their second score. And I got to tell you, you just are going to win 100% of the time your defense puts it in the end zone twice. What a job by this group.
PAT is good, so it's a 2-touchdown lead, 35-21. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Turn begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Moves out of the pocket. And the defense forces him out of bounds. It's a short loss. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Back to throw. It's Sayin. He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. He goes out of bounds up close to the 25.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Way too much speed in that play. Now this has become a really entertaining playoff game. Both offenses back and forth, answering each other. Now, Joe, which side can execute better here in the second half and come out with a W?
Well, Chris, you call the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. This is one of those great volleys. Back and forth we go. These offenses trading big old forehands from the baseline. And I got to tell you, it just feels like this is going to be an instant classic. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. And the wideout goes in motion. They're going to run it. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Really solid stuff from this offense. Your quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
Grab behind the line. It's Carter. Goes out of bounds after a solid gain close to the 45.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on 3rd down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
Keeping it on the ground here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice productive gain for this offense.
Looking deep to the right side. Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up 3rd down now.
Well, Chris, when you throw the football this late, you know the coverage can close. And here the window is there early, and then it closes late, and that should have been picked off. That could have been taken back for 6.
Can he make it to the marker? Crosses the 35. He's in the clear at the 10. Touchdown, Sooners. This offense really clicking. That's just power football. This team out of the SEC believe they have a big edge. Scrimmage. That play shows why. Joel, if they can keep this up, looks like they're closing in on a big victory.
Well, they should have a lot of belief in that line of scrimmage, because when you turn on the tape every single week, this offensive line pushing forward, winning that line of scrimmage, and they're doing it again here today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. To throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the rush. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You're rolling to your right like that as a right-handed quarterback. I love the idea of trying to take a shot down the field. You can see it really well. You've got the momentum, and you can throw it accurately moving that direction, but they're just unable to connect.
Second down after the incompletion. Inside give now from the shotgun.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable 3rd down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a 3rd down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Wow, what a clutch conversion on 3rd down there. You're trailing in the playoff here in the 2nd half of the game. You've got to keep your offense on the field, and they're able to execute and move the chains. That's a good job for a 1st down.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. An explosive play for this passing game, and now, Joel, they're suddenly set up in the red zone.
Chris, they've got to capitalize on this drive. Now they've got an opportunity, got to put this ball into the end zone. Remember, as a quarterback, you got to think touchdown, check down. Be aggressive with the...
Touchdown, Ohio State. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the 3rd quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 16-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. It'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the mental error there backs him up 5 yards, makes it 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. A screen to the wide receiver. He's swarmed by the defense.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. And that's going to be a turnover on downs for the offense.
You know, these 4th down situations, it usually comes down to execution. And right there, defense is executing, offense is not. Unable to connect. It's incomplete and go in the other direction.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The Buckeyes are going to cash in here in the red zone. Trying to run it. It's Jackson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Coming after him. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
QB decides to keep it here. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. As we hit the quarter break, Oklahoma has the lead, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Direct snap. He's got space. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? At the 30 now. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's just power football. This team out of the SEC believe they'd have a big edge at the line of scrimmage. That play shows why. Joel, if they can keep this up, looks like they're closing in on a big victory.
Well, they should have a lot of belief in that line of scrimmage, because when you turn on the tape every single week, this offensive line pushing forward, winning that line of scrimmage, and they're doing it again here today.
Fields it just outside the goal line. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. To the air, it's Sayin. Lets it go quickly. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The Buckeyes with an answer. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The delay of game backs him up. Now 2nd and long after the unforced error. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He's looking to scramble. And they're able to get him down. And the Sooners come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield.
Chris, that was the defense's chance to get off the field. It's 3rd down, you're trailing, have to get the ball back, and they give up a conversion. That is a back-breaking play for this defense.
Grinding away on the ground. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. 2nd down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. And the offense will spend the timeout here. Got to decide what to call on this 3rd and long. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Tight end goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to this defense. They're playing with great pursuit and leverage, good tackling in space, and now it's 4th down.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop. And the defense gets a 4th down stop. A huge moment in this playoff game. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Dropping back, it's Sayin. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. The final 2 minutes here, this defense trying to hang on, the offense trying to make a play to win it. playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
All right, so you get the completion, and maybe this is a more manageable 4th down opportunity, but I still don't love the idea of going for it and being aggressive. This is just too many yards to go for it. I think the punt is the play.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now the try here for the extra point. Kick is up and good. They're up by a point here in the final minutes. Can they hold on? So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's got it inside the 15. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. On the move now. He's going to take off. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain.
This secondary is doing a heck of a job. There's really nowhere to throw that ball, but I got to give a lot of credit to this quarterback because Chris, he just took what he could get and created a positive play out of something that really wasn't there.
Receiver in motion now. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They've still got one more left to work with. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And the Sooners now will take a timeout. That's their last one. They can no longer stop the clock with a timeout. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
As an O-line, you've got to do a better job of protecting your quarterback. I know they don't get to him with a hit or a sack, but here the timing of the play is clearly affected, and it leads to an incompletion.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And this pass is on target, caught.
Man, there is nothing there after the catch because of this defense and the coverage. It is just blanket coverage. It's everything this offense can do just to complete the ball, and then, boom, the defense is right there to take them down.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They come up empty in the end zone as the clock runs out. That will wrap the game up. This team just continues to impress. Back-to-back playoff wins. And now, Joel, I think you can throw the seedings out. They're in to the semifinals. They look as good as anybody at this point.
I couldn't agree more. They look better than anybody at this point. They played well at the line of scrimmage. Their quarterback is playing very well. And I don't want to play this team right now. There seems to be a level of urgency and focus that is very uncommon. And this is a group that clearly understands their objective. They're aiming for a national title.
And that's going to do it for our coverage. The loser begins pointing towards next season, while the winner takes a big step closer to a national championship. For Joel Klatten and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.